Okay, so here we have a Beko coffee maker CFD 6151W. As you can see, it's in white, and the white goes on the top and on the front, and then you have the white on the side, and then round the back this is the water tank. So as you can see, I have already filled the water tank up to 6 cups. It does advise you to, when you run the machine, to do between at least 4 cups, because otherwise it does break the machine if you start doing under 4 cups at a time. And also it does tell you that when you are running it, that if you are, say, doing 6 cups, maybe put a bit more in, because you will lose some of the moisture in the granules. Now, it does come with a handy little scoop, and what I've already done is I've already filled the water up on the side, and I've already put the coffee in the top, just because it's easier one-handed. But as you open it up here, this is where your filter goes. So we've already got the filter in with the coffee, but you have easy removable coffee cone, just makes it easier to clean. So put that back in and shut that. Now on the front, as you can see already, the time, we've already set the time, but you have the hour and the minute button to set the time. You've then also got the program, auto and aroma, and then the on button. So if I wanted to just run the coffee as it is now, I would just press the on button. If I wanted to have it set so that tomorrow morning it comes on at a certain time for when I wake up, then the coffee's ready for when I come downstairs, I would press program. And as you can see, we've already set it to come on at 7:25 in the morning. Now, when you press this, this is where you need to be pressing your hour and minute to set it. And then when you actually want this program to run, you press auto. Now that will just come on at 7:25 tomorrow morning. The other function on there is the aroma button. Now the aroma button is, when it's activated, the brewing process is enhanced basically, so it goes through the cycle a couple of times, but it just takes longer to run. So if you press that, it lights up and you know the aroma button's on. So I'm going to turn that off and off. Down at the bottom, this is where the coffee comes into. So it easily comes out, lifts and pours. You've also got a heating tray here. So what this coffee machine does, keeps your coffee warm for 30 minutes after it's brewed. It advises not to rewarm it. Again, if you run the machine without any water in, it damages the machine, so you don't want to be reheating the coffee just by pressing on. And I'm going to press on just to show you. It is quite loud, but it takes a little while to run. But if I just put it on so you can just see, so pressing that button now, it will just start to run. Where you fill the water up is just here at the back, so you just pour the water into here, which then fills the tank up. So as you can hear, it is starting to warm up now. So your brewing process can be stopped, so I could stop that now if I wanted, so I just press that button again to stop it. It will automatically switch itself off after the 30 minutes when after the heating process, and it does keep it on eco mode as well, so obviously that helps for electricity bills. It has a drip stop location underneath the filter basket as well, so basically you can take the coffee cup out to pour it and put it back in between filters. Obviously you shouldn't, but you can do if you're desperate for that cup of coffee before it's finished. As you can see, look, it is just starting to fill up at the bottom. And I have put this for 6 cups, like I said, so it does just take a few minutes to fill up. So just a couple of things that Beko will warn you about. Never pull out the filter basket during the brewing process, even if there's no water. If the water's completely drained through it, it can just sort of cause injury and things like that. Basically just general things, making sure not to sort of interfere with it. Obviously in here now, this is where your coffee is being brewed. When it's done, it is so simple to clean. All you do is you lift this filter out, you take the basket out, you put it has a stopper underneath, so once you pull it out, the coffee granules that are left behind in the top will stay in the top. So you just take it out and pop that in the bin, clean that out, and then obviously you just clean this out as you would. So as you can see, it's just about done 2 cups, I would say, so far. So it's just taken a couple of minutes just to do 2 cups. And as you can see, it's not noisy, nothing more than a kettle, but it isn't silent. I would say, for me personally, because I've never used a coffee machine before, it was a little confusing at first to get my head round, but once I'd sort of figured it out, it is straightforward to use. One piece of advice: make sure you buy the right coffee filter papers, because it doesn't come with any filter papers. We bought the size 4, and for this machine it is size 5. So just be aware of that, making sure you bought the right coffee filter papers. Now again, as you can see, it's now nearly at 4, so it's only been a couple of minutes and we're nearly at full. But again, the function for in the morning we have been using, and it does come on, and having freshly brewed coffee waking you up in the morning is absolutely fantastic. So that is a big plus for this machine. The only downside is for me is it's only in white, and the most of our appliances in our kitchen are red, so I would have liked to have seen it in other colours, but white still looks okay. And that is my review on the Beko Coffee Maker CFD 6151W.